This was not exactly the video I was planning on filming today, but as Facebook Marketplace deals come, you kind of just got to go with the flow. I found a boat for sale. It's from someone who started a restoration and couldn't quite finish it. The price is right, the size of the boat is right. If the motor runs, we're gonna be in business. All right guys, here's the new project. Oh boy, is it a project, but I think we're gonna be able to handle this one.
Hopefully this will be our last one we buy.
You're perfect. Perfect.
All right guys, well, we're back. It all worked out. I worked out a really good deal with the guy that was selling it. So here's the story. It's a 1648. There's no model number on the actual title, and the actual plate just says Jon Boat, 16-foot Jon Boat. I'm gonna try to do some research and kind of find out what I'm looking at here. Trailer looks to be in great shape, got nice wheels on it. Honestly, it looks like an absolute mess, but that's because this boat was already built up by somebody using plywood. Then it was given to the person who I bought it, and they were gonna do a full restore on it. They started priming the boat for paint, but then either lost interest or ran out of time or whatever the reason being, they were unable to do it. So as far as they got was basically tearing out the previous owner's flooring build. Now, from what I understand, a lot of this is pressure treated wood. So the plan is to pretty much scrap everything that's in the boat. I'm gonna keep the pieces that can be used as templates for maybe building out new floors. But the overall goal here is to basically do the same thing as this boat. We're gonna strip it down to the metal, make sure all the rivets are good. I'm gonna seal it from the inside and out. We're gonna repaint it, refoam it, recarpet it. This is gonna get the full 5-star treatment. When I bought this boat and started this restore, I knew that a 1436 wasn't gonna last me forever. I wanted something that me and the wife can go out for the day and do a little fishing and have some fun with. Well, I've had this out a couple times now, and honestly, I really love the boat. I don't have any complaints about it. Basically, for me and my wife, it's perfect. But if I wanna take our daughter out here, it gets smaller. If I wanted to take her cousin out here, it gets even smaller. If I wanted to take a third person, pretty much impossible. So at that point, I'm really starting to think about what it is I want out of a boat. I wound up negotiating it. I got it for $850. I think it's a really good price for what it is. It's gonna be a ton of work. I'm not sure about the motor. They said that it ran, but you know, you won't know until you try it. Probably focus on getting the motor running, one of the first things, and then we're gonna get started on the actual build. Some other cool things about it was that it came with a pretty new Motor Guide X3 trolling motor, not the XI3, unfortunately, which is what I really would want, but it's got a good 45-pound foot pedal trolling motor. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are excited. You guys are probably thinking I'm crazy. People who build boats probably think, yeah, that makes sense. With a deal like that, a 1648 hull, no cracks or holes along the bottom. I got down on the ground and looked all down there with a functional trailer and possibly a running motor. I think it was the right move. You know, this was posted last night at 8 o'clock. I messaged the guy by 12, and first thing in the morning, he got back to me and I went and met him then. He said that as I was on the way, he had to mark the listing as sold because he was getting so many messages about it. Well, I didn't have much in the way of clips to show you about this, but I was able to get the motor running. I'm actually going to be selling this motor right off the bat, so I can start keeping an eye out for a 30 horse. The maximum horsepower for this boat is 30, so I'm gonna try to max this out right from the beginning. So this motor is now currently listed. I'm hoping to get a couple hundred for this. That way, when I start looking on the marketplace, at least I have some cash on hand that I can make a deal with. Whenever you guys are buying used boats, try to find boats that have things with it. That way, even if you're not going to use it, at least you can sell it to just recoup some of your money. I'm going to be selling these seats with the pedestals. This trolling motor is also going to be sold. This thing looks almost brand new. I mean, it is in great condition. Look at the top up here. It's really good. I just want to make sure that I get a motor with spot lock when I get to that part. The sooner I can get the money together to jump on deals as they come up, the better. If you guys want to follow along with the build, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to be putting out a lot of videos, and thanks for watching.